got your biker here, still on the motorway. It's a bit boring. Anyway, here's some things that I absolutely love about my Ducati DesertX. The first thing I love about it is its looks. To me it's just the most beautiful bike out there. I know it's not red, it's a Ducati, but it's not red, it's white, but it's white for a reason, because they are emulating the elephants. When I was a kid, no money, I thought those Dakar bikes were the most beautiful thing in the world. Wow, look at that. Non-runner. Mucked about with. It looks the part, but apparently it's a non-runner. Don't half look beautiful, don't it? They're beautiful, aren't they? These? They just, to me, have got a lot more about them than modern bikes. Then when I probably had enough money to buy something like it, I've got kids and so didn't have any money to buy anything like it. Then when the kids are older, all those bikes had been snapped up by collectors or worn out. And then one day I saw the prototype for this bike. There's Morris. I think it feels fantastic, that. I don't normally get carried away like that, but that is beautiful. Is my bum big in this? And then I saw it at the MCN show and had a sit on it, and I kind of knew I wanted one, but I thought it was beyond reach. It's done nicely. I just don't know. I don't think I could apply that on there. So. And I'd given up on having one until Dr. J got us both onto a Ducati day, and I of course chose the DesertX. And put the headlights on, I want to see them. Oh, sexy. That's sex, that, isn't it? I was absolutely smitten by it. It was actually better than I thought. It wasn't just looks, it was just rode so well. So anyway, sacrificed all my other bikes apart from the old MZ and various other luxuries to be able to buy this one, and even then I had to buy it pre-registered. Had 2 miles on the clock, but it wasn't brand new in terms of registration. It's brand new in terms of use, and I absolutely adore it. So it's the looks of the thing, and it's purely and simply that. It's just the way I want a bike to look, and Ducati did it. So looks. The next thing I love about it is the quality of it. It's a really well made bike. Things work. The cruise control work. The rider modes are tremendous. They really make a massive difference. At the moment I'm in urban mode because I'm hypermiling. I'm on the motorway in 6 doing 70 miles an hour, and I want to get as far as I can before I have to stop for fuel. Not for because I'm tight. Well, obviously don't want to spend money that I don't have to, and motorway petrol is very expensive, but just because I don't want to stop. Go into a petrol station, watch out for cars reversing into your bike, all that stuff. Take your crash helmet off, all that hassle. I want to get as far as I can, so I'll put it in urban mode. And I've found in urban mode, which is 75 bhp, it says, it really does seem to reduce it to 75 brake horsepower. How it does that, I've no idea. Maybe it reduces the amount of fuel that's going into the bike, so maybe it'll overheat. Doesn't look like it's on 75 degrees Celsius at the moment, and I'm up in the Pennines, where it's suddenly gone quite a bit chillier than it was at a lower altitude. This is the highest motorway in Britain, by the way. So I love the fact that it does what it says. The modes do what they say. The suspension, for me, at probably 75 kilograms in my gear, I've got a 8 kilograms bag on the back, so probably what, so let's call it 90 kilograms. Works perfect on here for me. I haven't even adjusted it. It's plush, it's well made, it's beautiful. What can I say? It's a Ducati. So the third thing I love about this bike is just the way it rides. On the road you'd never guess it's got a 21-inch front wheel. And you can't see how thin the front tyre is when you're riding, so you forget about it. And I have no hesitation throwing this into corners. Never felt it move yet. No twitch, nothing. I think that's because it's got quite a long wheelbase and very light wheels apparently. So it rides brilliantly on the road. Now as for off-road, personally I'm not going to be taking a bike that I could barely afford off-road. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to take it down some gravel lanes in Lincolnshire, which is where I learnt to ride on the gravel lanes as a 14-year-old. They're rough, but they are flat, and they'll be dry this time of the year. They'll be dusty if anything. Just taking it easy. Cow shit. So what do you think of this then, Dante? Hey, it's easy. Well, I know it's easy, but you know, it's just a nice bit of codger biking, gravel lane style. Very good, I enjoy that. Worth coming. There's a nice hayfield. Hay's been cut. Lovely. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, a little bit of gravel. Nothing too much. Well, there's a big dust storm for Morris to go through. Sorry, Morris. So it's chalk lanes. They have deep ruts, so you still have to watch what you're doing. But I'm quite happy this bike will easily cope with all of that. So it does everything in terms of riding. It's an absolute pleasure to ride. I love it. I love riding. It's comfortable. It's reasonably economical if you put it into urban mode. I can go out of urban mode, go into rally mode, and the bike will change completely. You get a different screen. It just feels like it wants to wheelie. The traction control's different. It does what it says on the tin. It changes mode. So as I say, I'm only going in urban today because I want a hypermile. So up on the top of the Pennines, hypermiling in urban. Another thing I love about this bike is it's very well balanced for a big bike. I do feel like I can pull up without putting my feet down. Now obviously if it gets tipped over so far and it's full of fuel, you are going to feel it, but generally speaking I've got quite a lot of weight on the bike today. Yeah, got plenty of clearance from the exhaust of the bag. I've just come through the city. I've got no qualms about the bike wanting to pitch over or anything. It just pulls up on the rear brake and it's so nicely balanced. It's just, as I say, it's just an absolute pleasure to ride. I love the thing. Fourth thing I love is the brakes. It's got Brembo brakes of some sort or other on it, all round, and they're very good on the front. ABS is very good, the braking system's superb. To me, probably the best brakes I've ever had. Morning, hello everybody. But the best part of the braking for me personally is the rear brake. Now I know a lot of people don't use a rear brake, and that's fine, that's your choice. If you want to ride off-road or you want to ride smoothly even in the city, it's pulling up to lights and things, particularly with a heavy bike. I think a nice back brake is essential. What I like about the back brake on this one, it's quite nice and progressive, plenty of feedback, and you could actually stop the bike on just the back brake if you had to, so there's also quite a bit of power there. I wouldn't advise that, obviously. If I'm braking at 60 miles an hour, I'm going to be using my front brake, or the way I was trained was rear brake, front brake, and about that sort of speed. Rear brake just to settle it, front brake on full, and that will, with the ABS, stop you as fast as anything. I know some people say they can stop faster than ABS, but I like to have it. So it's well equipped, the brakes are really good. I suppose the other thing I like about the bike is it just does everything I want. I mean, I'm going on touring at the moment. I can ride country lanes, I can ride through the city, I can ride B lanes, I can go out for an absolute blast in rally mode if I feel like it, with a full 110 horsepower, and you, as I say, you really do notice the difference. It's fun in nearly every situation. The only days it's not fun is when it's baking hot and you are stuck in traffic, because the engine does get a bit warm being a Tesla Strata. Well, that's just me. I like to be cool. I mean, at the moment a lot of people would stop and say they were cold because there's quite a strong wind up here and it's quite cool, but I've only got all NOx gear on, all vented. So I reckon it's about 15 degrees up here with a gusty wind, and to me that's perfect riding. So on a 30 degree, 35 degree day in the city and the stuck in traffic, there's quite, the heat will come up. But on a day like this, or even on a hot day, as long as you're moving, they've got the airflow great. There's a KTM, they've got the airflow great, it goes under the seat, keeps it cool, and you don't get hot. So despite the fact it's a Dakar bike, it's surprisingly comfortable, apart from that heat when you're sitting still in traffic. And that's what filtering was invented for, isn't it? As soon as you move, not a problem. Tubeless spoked wheels. Dante has got the best wheels you can get, as far as I'm concerned. Tubeless spoked wheels. Means if I get a puncture, God forbid, which I have noticed this particular piece of road, there's always people fixing cars at the side of the road, which is unusual in the modern world. Punctures usually, changing wheels. But at least I've got a chance of fixing it with my tyre kit that's on the bike and pumping it back up again with my hand pump. Anyhow, I must now leave this motorway on my tubeless wheels and hope for the best. I even love the crash bars on this bike. They just look great. Normally I can't stand crash bars, put them on just out of necessity really, or what I think is necessity. I always on about it. On these I never had any doubt. The Ducati ones look great. Whether they're any good, I don't know, but they look great. And a lot of people are going to say they're rubbish. They look great. I've been able to put some spotlights on them, so they've done the job. See the videos of installation above. So I guess overall I just like the quality of it, the feel of it, the way it makes me feel when I look at it. Strangely, I used to get a lot more attention on my Royal Enfield. That was the bike everyone would come across and talk to me about. Nobody ever talks to me about this bike, but I love it, so that's all that matters. I've never seen another one. It's quite a rare bike, I think. But anyway, they're the things I love about my Ducati DesertX. Dante. Thank you, Dante, for being in the world. Hey, I'm very happy. You should be. Koch Biker is out.